She
Yes.
has never been with a woman before, except she has hooked up with her friend, and she's not sure if that counts.
Well, didn't she not use the words hooked up, but she said, but I had sex with my friend.
Okay.
Listen,
I thought when she spoon like a BB moment, which is like a beautiful black moment. Did we get any of those in this episode?
Black.
We have a chaotic bi moment of the chaotic bi moment. And you're watching Black Bi Reality.
Black Bi Baddies.
And those who love us. Hello, you're watching and or listening to Black Bi Reality, a place for Black Bi Baddies and those who love us. I forgot I wanted to start with a British accent.
No, Paige has forbade me.
Really?
Yeah. The more I try, the worse they get.
Well, I'm here with Izzy Gleicher of Big Brother UK. Okay, the best Big Brother. I'm sorry. Big Brother. Big Brother 25. And you know, we got a new gay show, and we pulled out all the stops to look for this gay show. It's called I Kissed a Girl. Do you watch any of the British dating shows?
Like Love Island?
Yes, Love Island.
I'm a Love Island girly. But no, I think, the inaccessibility, I would watch them,
So you're not thrown off by all of the slang in this?
Oh, I love the slang. No, okay, I see where you're going. I was like not sure the angle there. Yeah. I love the accents. Yes. I love the to be honest, always like if I'm gonna be honest, I love that.
Yeah.
They say it all the time. It's like you're saying the thing, you're already on it. That's it,
All the new British people are turning this off immediately. But I have learned some new things. But I think we can agree that being a lesbian or a bisexual is kind of the same anywhere. All of this was very relatable.
Yeah, I was like, I actually hate to admit, and maybe that's, like I'm exhausted and whatever, but I did get teary-eyed at one point,
Okay. I have a feeling I might know.
No, but like I felt very like seen,
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt the same way.
I feel very seen, like actually in a way that I don't think has existed go ahead. I think there's like actually a real spectrum of gender presentation and identity that like we don't see often really highlighted on these shows. And as someone that feels like a presentation that doesn't always get good representation, like, oh my God, my baddie masks in the house, it's a mess. I love it. And they're there. And it's like, yeah. I just think there's lots of different bodies in the house actually, which I also like appreciate and I'm so excited about. And they're also hot. I think this is like the hottest cast of like, I mean, maybe I'm biased, but y'all, I mean, I appreciate a beautiful person. Like I appreciate a beautiful man, like, no, but this is like the hottest cast ever. And yeah, I'm just like, I love it. Yeah.
I still have such a special place in my heart for Are You the One, season 8 over here in the States. But I also agree. Like this is giving what I want as a Love Island fan. Now, to explain this format of this show.
Oh, this is good.
I had no clue. I had no clue what the format was until I watched it. Now, they did do I Kiss a Boy last summer. So they're taking turns, which I don't love. The straights get it every summer.
Was I Kissed a Boy a straight? I figured it was gay guy.
It was gay. But that's it. It's like, the gays get it last summer. And now it's the queer women get it this summer. Instead of just being like, hey, Love Island happens every summer. We could get the I Kiss a Boy every summer and like I Kiss a Girl, but I guess not. Now, what they do is I guess someone matchmakes. They make it seem like the host, Danny Minogue.
Danny with 2 eyes, Minogue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They make it seem like she's the matchmaker, but they've interviewed these people. They know who they're into. And
Yeah.
all they do is they walk around a pool, kiss each other, and now they're partnered until the kiss off, which I
The
cannot
kiss
believe.
off sent me. I was like, it's really called the kiss off. Then I was like, are they all gonna just kiss each other for as long as they kiss each other? Like, what's a kiss off? You know? Yeah.
Exactly. Until the kiss off, they decide back to back we're standing, and you can turn around to kiss that person. That's how you choose them. But if the other person doesn't turn around, or you both don't turn around, well, Danny Minogue's going to have a hard question for you. Who are you trying to kiss? And you have to answer that and then wait and see if that person later on gives
you're at risk. You stand on the sit out bench, you know, for a little bit.
Yes. And meanwhile, the rest of the cast is watching this the whole entire time, just waiting for their turn to kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, like the couples that are waiting to go, that like where someone has maybe expressed that they are interested, like how do you then do it, you know?
I don't know. I don't know. And Danny looks so invested in each and every. She was like, "Oh, you guys didn't kiss each other. Tell me what happened. Tell me."
Loves it. She loves it. She's so she loves love.
She loves love. So yeah, that's basically it. And then in the finale,
What's the finale? They hinted like they were getting married.
I know, that's the energy of
Doesn't it look like
every
a wedding?
kiss.
Yeah.
Every kiss actually has the energy of, and now you may kiss the bride. But
passionate. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess the finale, they bring their family and friends and they make their final kiss pic in front of all of them.
But they just like describe it as like a commitment. They're like, you're just making a commitment to each other. And it's like, I don't get what are the stakes? Like, I don't know. Can it just be like a fun show where they like want to make out and like get paired up and like new people coming in and then they make out with like new people and
I mean, it kind of is that, but someone's gotta also go home if you don't get kissed at that kiss off.
Like, is that also at the end?
That's what I wonder. Do they get money like Love Island? I don't know. That's part of the research I did not do. I was being too gay looking into this cast.
No. Let's dive into the cast or something. No, I'm just being silly.
The first person. Naee. Oh my God.
I have so many thoughts about Naee. Yeah, go ahead.
Same. Nae's like, hey, I'm Jamaican, I think South London. They go up against Priya. Believe she says Sikh Punjabi lesbian. They're both lesbians. They both kiss. It seems like everything went well with the first kiss, but later on, we got a triangle.
Oh yeah, we do. Which, I will say that there have been, and we'll talk about like the couple bits of drama. Like this is potentially like, this is one of the bits of drama. But I say potentially because like, even though Naee, I think handled everything incorrectly.
Yes.
But I do think like, damn, these women are respectful and are talking, like are trying to communicate with each other. Priya and Demi, right? Demi. I can't remember all their names. Demi. Yeah. Like they're, Demi is the third in this triangle. And Demi and Priya had a very mature conversation about the situation. And like, like Demi helped Priya realize that like Naee wasn't going to do the thing. And so she had to step up and like have a conversation with her,
Yes. Demi is our baby gay, which prepare yourself for all of the lingo that you'll find on lesbian, WLW, TikTok, all of that. We're using all of it. She's a baby gay. She has never been with a woman before, except she has hooked up with her friend, and she's not sure if that counts.
Well, didn't she not use the words hooked up, but she said, but I had sex with my friend.
Okay. Listen, I've watched this maybe 4 times, and my mind would not let that sleep in.
But is that what you said, right? Because I was like, I'm pretty sure you had sex with a woman. Like, you've now had sex with a woman. Like, I don't know.
Like, that counts. Like, I don't know how it doesn't count.
That sounds like maybe emotionally it wasn't a relationship, but you have humped, you know, like
you've done the thing. You've done the thing. Yeah. So yeah, okay, but Demi, oh my God, she stressed me out. I love her so much. She's gorgeous. She's stressed.
So hot. I just have to say that. I'm gonna say that about all of them, but yeah.
Absolutely. She stressed me out. And I get it because she gets matched with Florenza. I've never been with a girl before except for my friend, and you give me this?
Oh, I love Fiorenza. I love her.
Kidding me? Like, I kind of understood Demi losing her goddamn mind. But like, oh my God.
Yeah, what do you think about Fiorenza?
Florenza's cute. Now, Florenza, I'm now firmly in my 30s, though. Florenza, I think she's 22. She's giving 22. Like, okay.
Tea all around the masseria.
Yes. In my mind, since I first watched the episode, I literally had, I'm a chef, I'm a drummer, stuck in my head.
Who says chef by day, drummer by night?
Many gays. Many gays.
Oh yeah, and she's she's our Labrador, she's our golden retriever.
I mean, we have another one that I think is firmly golden retriever.
We do. They're so cute.
So cute. But yeah, Florenza is
how Florenza sees herself, but she's not. Like, that's the most toxic thing about her. Which I love. But
yes. So they have their first kiss. This is something I was watching all the kisses. I'm like, I don't know if it's going well or not.
Yeah.
But you do not get clarification about Florenza and Demi's kiss afterwards, because when they go back to everyone and Danny is in front of them, all of a sudden Demi goes, oh, it was mid.
That really sent a tizzy through the whole thing. Florenza was like, what?
Excuse me? What?
Yeah, she was like, oh, I mean, I thought, she was like, I thought we were okay, yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah. Yes. And then I think I heard someone also tell Demi, like, you have to make her feel better. Like, immediately fix this.
Demi was told that twice. Someone else was like, yeah, maybe like it's clear that she doesn't like that. Or like that your banter is like not aligned. Like your banter it's not working, It's
like maybe we should get to know the person before we know if they're into it. But then the signals, the mixed signals of this, because Florenza, when Demi goes over and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I think I've been really mean, Florenza's like, no, don't worry about it, no. And I'm like, is it don't worry about it because you're not into her, or like that was actually okay?
Right. I mean, like, I think she's a baby, like, does she even know that, like, that's something that's turning her off? Like, yeah, I think she is hooked, like, they're a little stuck in the, like, look of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The feel of it. But yeah, I mean, Florenza didn't like that. And she did not communicate that to Demi.
No, and then on top of that, she talked about Florenza's arms, saying chicken arms. I would melt into the ground.
I know. Why? And she even said something like, well, I feel great now. Like, she like
I feel like a chicken. I guess I'm a chicken.
Yeah. I know. Right off the bat, like, I felt like maybe I was Fiorenza.
Oh no.
Just like, I felt like, ooh, damn, like, I don't know.
Yeah. We all have to, like, put ourselves in that place, I think, more so than the other side of it. But, like, also, I feel like I've been that awkward flirt, especially younger. I think what Demi is doing is very young. And it's like, I have feelings about you, but I don't know you. I don't know how to interact with you. So I'm going to give little and hopefully you give me a back and forth.
Yeah.
And maybe sexual attention and we kiss again.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there really wasn't any tension at all there. Like, maybe also Demi was just trying to like get some sort of like
Shake it off.
personality. Yeah, like that's like, I think Firenze has a lot of personality, but I mean, like with
Yes.
her, really like
Yes.
interacting with her and trying to be all about her and be excited about it. And I do think when they got back, like they were one of the couples that I don't think was holding hands.
No.
And like, so I think the energy was very much like, ooh, not coupled up already, you know?
Yes. I agree. And then again on like, I don't know how that kiss went, because when Florenza later on is like, I'm not feeling it, all of a sudden Demi's like, yeah, I couldn't get past that kiss. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. But did you catch who Florenza was probably feeling based on when the whole group?
Oh yeah. I mean, right away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The sparks were flying.
Oh my god. Like, okay, so Meg.
Fire breather. I mean, can we talk about, okay, we haven't even shown it yet, but the fire breather sequence, like this is the best show on TV. You know?
Yes. Okay, this is also my thing about just queer people on reality shows. They tend to have cooler jobs. I mean, you're a goddamn flutist or a flautist. Like,
yeah, it's kind of cool, right?
it's amazing. Like, it's like women, women, talented, got all of the things, and it's like I don't remember any party on these shows just has a contestant being the freaking entertainment.
I mean, like, and did you see everybody's face? Everyone was like,
yes, exactly.
everyone was like kind of looking around being like, are you seeing me be as turned on by this?
An orgy almost happened.
Look at her. This cast photo is hot as hell. The little tongue. What is going on, Meg?
Yeah. Okay, so this is Meg, our fire breather. She's also one of our 2 bisexuals. Yeah. She also has a southern accent, I believe, because that's the first thing Florenza points out about her. And I was like, well, once we comment on people's accents, we know where we're going.
Yeah.
Well, she's from Gould, West Yorkshire. That sounds English. And Florenza is from Glasgow.
Right. Yes, which I love. I love her accent.
Yeah. So I will say now, Meg is not obviously matched up with Florenza off rip. Instead,
Amy.
Amy.
Listen.
The amount of time she said femme for femme in episode 2.
She's so obsessed with it. It's like,
I'm like,
girl,
cool it.
Just have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's hot. Just have a good time.
Exactly.
The palette is infinite.
All the possibilities. Please do not
close
yourself.
She's even that tall. Like 5'8" isn't that tall.
Okay, but we're talking about women, okay? Like speaking of,
but she does mention that a lot too.
She does. She wants to be the taller person. She's giving, I want to be the I don't even think Dom is like the top femme.
Yeah, but
energy.
She seemed real comfortable when Eva was leading, so I doubt that.
That's true. But I just, she was just like, because
when confused. Like, I think that's in some ways that's interesting. Like, what energy is she putting off? Right.
Right.
One of the ones that's like a little bit of a wild card. Like, what, even though she says what she wants so much, it almost makes me think that she's like trying to convince herself that's what she's supposed to be into.
I can imagine the ladies who are femme for femme are getting a lot of representation with Amy, because what Amy, our girlie, says later, she's like, this always happens to me. I'm losing them to the mask. And I'm like, Oh,
I took a
baby.
screenshot of that. I don't know why. I took a screenshot.
I was like, oh no, don't let this be an internalized thing. So yeah, I think she kind of puts herself as competition against the mask girlies, but
Like, stop that. Let that, like, get that out of your system.
you're like, let's swim. Let's just swim in different waters. I don't know.
Energy out. I don't know how to do that. So
Yeah.
I want her to like relax a little bit. I do feel like she's one of the least relaxed ones there. Maybe that's
But
all.
that's really funny because Amy's also, she was like, I used to be posh, but I'm not
Right.
posh anymore. And I'm
Right.
like, this would never be a thing on an American television
Yeah.
show. I can't imagine what our equivalent is.
Yeah, I don't know. What is yeah, what is posh really? Like I have like the feeling of it, but what like is it really?
Wait, what do you think posh is, Izzy?
Now I don't want to say.
I want to know.
Like bougie, like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think
Like,
bougie.
like a simplification of it, obviously.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I don't know the complexities of posh.
Right. And Amy's like, I am not like the other girls. I don't know. She lists as another place that she lives now, and everyone's like, oh, okay, great. But yeah, there's a lot of things she says up front that she's not trying to be. And then it's a lot then that it's like, well, now you put a standard on yourself that you're like, I'm not this. And then it's like, well, now that's a cloud over what's going on.
She's just overcompensating hard for like different things, like she's
Yeah.
clearly got stuff like let's be real, like I want to know the like true Hollywood story of Amy, but like
right.
I think it's just like clear that there is like a story there, I want to get to Amy more.
She is the one who she hasn't had that many relationships, right? She came out at 19.
Yes.
With another girly. Meg's like,
I'm 7.
I'm like, oh, you're so painfully bisexual.
Also, I was like, aren't you like 19? Like, how old are you, Meg? How old is Meg?
Meg is, I actually have all of their things just so we can.
What counts as a,
So Meg is 24.
Yeah. 7?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. I was one of those like closet high schoolers that didn't, like, so that to me, I wasn't out in college either. So anyways, yes, maybe that's, my numbers are down. Okay.
And then it's interesting because Meg, she's getting a new opportunity because she said that where she's from, there's not that many, I think, queer women that she can date. And then she was also the one that was like, yeah, I kind of have to always like kind of slip in. By the way, I'm also into girls. So yeah, Meg is pulling them. Florenza. Look, okay, can we talk about their chemistry when they were up on the terrace?
I loved it. It was so like I knew they were gonna kiss immediately.
Of course they were gonna kiss.
Now they're rubbing something. They're definitely
My thing is like, yeah, okay, so this, how it starts is that Meg goes up on the terrace. Leisha's also there. Leisha's so freaking cute, our Labrador lesbian. And yeah, she's just like, oh, Amy, gorgeous, which she is gorgeous, just not feeling it.
Yeah.
And Leisha is like, oh, who are you feeling? And Meg's like, oh, I don't know. And Florenza's like, oh, you're trying to like play that close to your chest. Yeah. Leisha's like, I'm here still. I guess I'm gonna go and get a drink. And then they're just like staring deeply into each other's eyes.
Like this. She's got her hat. No.
Exactly. And I'm just like, oh my God. That's when we get the I'm a chef, I'm a drummer.
Yeah. With a neck tattoo. No biggie.
I am so happy for the young queer girlies because I know that's going to be embedded in some lesbian or bisexual girl.
Absolutely. It's embedded in mine. Shit. I'm obsessed with it. I did like, yeah. It's like I think Fiorenza's the like type of hot that's like, damn, I just like kind of want to be her. Like I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and then Meg is like, oh, I'm so
Ugh.
shy. Okay. And then Meg's like, I gotta take my sip. Florence said, take your sip. I was like,
Yeah.
leave me be.
Let me breathe for 1 second. God damn it. You know?
Why is sip all of a sudden sexual?
So hot. So hot. Sipping
And
on
then
everything.
they kiss.
Yeah. They kiss. And that's like you could feel it through the TV.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Through the taped episode through a computer. You could feel it. Like they're definitely like feeling each other.
Absolutely. Now
But
this is
they got their other girls.
They got their other girls. How do you think Florenza handled this?
I actually think she did a good job. I think that this was as well handled as like, any of these things can be handled.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I think like people get a lot of shit for like how they handle situations like this on these shows. And it's like, how are you gonna do it? So I think basically like the next morning,
Yes.
Florenza went to Demi. Well, she was like saying like I have to get this off my chest. Well, she does tell someone. Meg was like, I'm not telling nobody. I'm keeping this locked up. And Florenza was in the pool with someone, right? Or like by the pool. And she was like, I gotta tell you. She was like, that. Like she couldn't wait to spill the tea.
Couldn't wait. The fact that Florenza turns down Demi and then in the next breath was like, so last night I was up at the terrace with Meg and Demi had the most, like, it was the right reaction because she said, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, but in between that, before that happened also, like, I forget who Florenza was like, what spilled the tea to, but that person told Amy. And so, like, and that was before Florenza had even talked to Demi or met that. So I was worried about that from the Amy. Like I felt bad for Amy, but I think the fact that it came out of her mouth, she was like, "Oh shit, I got to tell Demi right now." And so I think like that's what I mean. Like it wasn't like grateful, but the parts were there. Sloppy.
Yeah. A little sloppy. Florenza actually called herself a shite bag.
Yeah.
Sometimes a shite bag with women, but hey, no harm, no foul. Demi's like, I'm moving on.
I mean, I think Demi felt released. I think she was like, oh, good, great. Because I'm not feeling it either. So thank you.
Yes.
So that's good. That's good,
Absolutely.
And Meg and Amy were kind of fine because anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Amy was took it a little harder. But yeah, now we can talk about some of the other peeps. Yeah. Abby.
Oh, love sweet baby Abby.
She is so sweet. She got paired with Leisha, and I immediately love it.
I knew this was the minute they walked out. I was like, oh yeah, these two are good together. Look at this. And I loved when they were like in the kitchen or on the terrace. I'm still getting acquainted with the Masseria, but
yes.
Just like all hugging on each other and kissing on each other, and it was so cute. And they were just like confirming, they were like, yeah, like I'm into this.
Yes. Right? Leisha's head was in her nanny, which is the first time I've ever heard that term.
Yeah.
How many terms do they need for this body part? Because like it took me forever to figure out what fanny was. I thought it was the butt.
Yeah. No, it's the front.
I know. I was like, wait, what? But we do wear the fanny pack on the front too, so it makes sense. But yeah, there's not much to say about them.
I mean, yeah, they're a little bit boring, but very sweet.
Very sweet. They're very supportive of their friends, and they kiss each other at the end. I mean, there's no suspense here, so might as well say it.
Bye.
Bye. I love Leisha's haircut also.
Oh yeah. She's so cute. Like, yeah, they're adorable together. I love them.
Yes. Yeah. Now.
Oh, okay. It's a lot, you know?
I know. We
Oh, she's
have
the
Georgia.
complicated one. Yeah.
Georgia's a footballer,
Mm.
so yes. And over here we have Para,
Yeah.
our other bisexual, and it's
Mm.
like I can't handle these two at all.
Oh, yeah.
They decided to get married immediately. Like, this is my thing though. Like, I wonder how this happens, because even on the straight Love Island, there's always that couple that everyone's like, oh, they're married off, they're done, and everyone kept putting that pressure on them, and I'm like, but
Yeah.
what if they're not? And then it's gonna be a huge thing when someone's head is turned.
Well, okay. So like this is not pushing us back to Naee, but I think like Naee's attitude, she's not able to communicate,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the sentiment is the
Mm-hmm.
right sentiment and the right one and the right mentality for these shows. Like basically like her thing is like, okay, but yeah, we're all single. Like I know technically like we've been
Mm-hmm.
paired up, but like we're not in a relationship, you know? Like so yeah, technically I'm single. Now, where she's wrong is like not actually having a conversation that the other person feels the same way and that it's okay to pursue them and other people until you figure out
Absolutely.
what you want. But ultimately
Absolutely.
like that's at least come on. They know other people. Listen, it's 2024. We know more bitches coming in. We know people are leaving and coming in. So it's like they could actually just have like an amazing conversation that's like we should all talk to each other at some point by
Yeah.
ourselves. You know, we
Yeah.
should just like figure it out. Why not? Like, but they seemingly can, you know, it feels very like middle school. I know that sounds funny. Like, you know, it feels like very like
They
adolescent.
came back, they were holding hands.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, they're holding hands." And they're it seems like they spend a lot of time alone together. So that's also a big part of it too, of just like, oh, well, nice knowing you, I guess. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
in your honeymoon stage.
Yeah. And at the kiss off, they made it seem like they hadn't stopped holding hands. Just they
Exactly.
the whole time.
I think when they actually, after the kiss and they go to meet the rest of the cast for the first time, they awkwardly are like, oh, we're breaking hands. Okay, I guess. And then we're going to hug everyone else. And I was like, yeah, you're not, they're acting like they've always been
So
physically attached.
insecure or something, right? It's like so insecure. You know, it's like if I've got you here, then we good. What is it?
But here's the thing, and I don't know if you know this, notice this, but they say the word safe a lot. I feel safe with this person,
Oh, like
and
and yes,
like,
this is my comfort blanket. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. That's true.
and I'm like, that's very interesting. I feel like that's also very lesbian and queer women, but it's like also slow the hell down, please. Just
Yeah, I mean,
please.
I think like, you know, that feeling of course is going to be like something that's important in a partner. But yeah, like y'all like hasn't even been an hour.
It's early days, as they like to say.
Yeah, it's early. That's early days.
Early
Um,
days.
George, you know, Georgia's like an intense one, and she has like a little bit of a sharing intense moment, and so I think it's like a little bit revealing of how.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, there's so many conversations that happens throughout this. I don't even know. Do we want to talk about that one? We talk about the word lesbian.
yeah, we talk about the word lesbian, and
Yeah.
they talk about LGBTQI, like why the
The
acronym
L is first.
Y first, which I
Hmm.
thought was. I mean, I thought that was like a beautiful moment on TV. One that like I wish we could have in the States. Like I don't know, you know,
Hmm.
like I thought that was great.
Yeah, if anyone's watching that's like living vicariously through us, basically the conversation was that L is first because of how lesbians supported gay men and people during the AIDS crisis. So it's very much a respect and like nod to lesbians. Georgia brought up, which I think is very relatable to a lot of people, of actually not wanting to be identified as a lesbian because it's thrown at you probably before you're even ready to come out. It's like, oh, you're not into me? What, you're a lesbian? And it's like, well, now you just made it a negative thing, and no. And now you have to come back around with your relationship to that. I don't know if you want to talk to that, Izzy.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's definitely the sentiment that just like hit home so hard in this episode. That's like, you know, like funny to say on like a silly, young, hot singles dating show, you know? But I was like, damn, like, this is real. Like, I think it affected me because like we don't hear, I think that's the first time I've heard that on TV like that or something,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like said like that from someone, and all of them you know, language matters. We know that, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And so, I mean, I'm someone that like absolutely feels like I identify as a dyke. And maybe that's like, that was also a word that I heard and knew was negative and derogatory. And, you know, in my identity, I've like learned to reclaim that, you know, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
really powerful in its, you know, OG meaning. And it's like real, the power of it, and the power of the reclamation. But like, yeah, but lesbian, I mean, I absolutely did not call myself a lesbian for a long time, you know, like
Yeah.
that was hard. I don't know. There's something I used to say, like, I don't know, the word feels weird saying, like, I don't
Yeah.
like the sound of the word or something, but that's probably because like, yeah, you don't like the sound of the word because the meaning of the word has been said that you're like a sex symbol for men, or it's said that there's something wrong with you, or it's
Mm-hmm.
like means that, you know, it means something that I don't identify with, but it
Mm.
is, you know, like, but the way that it's been used. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, damn, yeah, fuck it, say it, Georgia, say it louder. And they were all having this like kind of amazing like
Yeah.
bonding experience, and like, yeah, it was nice.
For sure. I think Naee was like, I identify as gay. And then someone else brought up, well, I say queer.
Right.
And it looked like Eva, which we have not gotten to, but we should bring into it. This is our bombshell, Eva.
Oh, Eva. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Eva, yes.
Oh yeah.
um, this turquoise, by the way, excellent choice.
Yeah. The
Excellent.
eyes.
Brought out her eyes and everything.
Everyone's freaking out.
I thought the jorts, though, that was a, a, a bold choice. But you
Yeah, I mean,
know what? Lesbians, this is the thing about lesbians, though. They'll strut confidently in some mask clothes, and she was just like, she, even when she was walking up, she was like, keep it going. She was like,
yeah.
nah, you see me in my jorts and my tank.
Yeah, like
I'm
saying
the
she had that, yeah,
I'm the
the posture,
tallest
like,
bitch here. Like,
yeah.
give
Oh
me
my
my
God.
due.
Amy was so upset, you know? She like leaned hips
Well,
forward.
Georgia
Georgia.
was upset. She was like,
Yeah,
I was the
that's
tallest
right.
one.
Georgia was upset.
Took
Yeah.
my thing. Took my thing.
It's like, you're so much more than that, Georgia. Do you know that?
Absolutely. But if you're a mask like lesbian or queer woman, I can only imagine if you got the height. All okay, I shouldn't put my partner on blast. But all Jordan wanted to do was be tall and play for Pat Summit. I will hear this to my dying day. I know.
Wow, I wonder if you're about to say that they say the thing that I often tell Paige, and she's like, that's just not how it would work.
What is it? What is
I
it?
always say, I was like, baby, if I was only 6 inches taller, she's like, that would not happen. Like, the phrase would be like, oh, if I was only a smidge, I
Yeah.
just missed it. She's like, that's like a whole other, you know, thing.
Yes.
I was like, I
Yes.
would be the WNBA if I was only 6 inches taller.
Yes. Do we want to explain Pat Summit to any of the Brits? It's college basketball. College basketball.
An iconic ladies college basketball coach, you know?
Yes. Yes. So a lot of queer women, femmes, my partner's non-binary, dashed. Their dreams dashed when they did not hit that growth spurt. So
That's right. I know, yeah.
but
king status acquired.
Now, Jordan would never. Jordan's like, I'm average height.
Oh, so
Average.
I've claimed it's like, yep, I'm short. And
I
I've
think you're
always
probably
dated
like the
women taller
same
than-
height.
Yeah. I kind of like it. I like a taller woman, like I like that, Paige is a little bit taller than me. Not that much,
Okay.
but a little bit.
Nice.
When she wears boots. A lot.
Nice.
Anyway,
Nice.
we keep going. I digress.
Yes. So Eva was also just very emotional during that. Now, Eva, when she comes in, she's like, all right, everyone always asks this. That's so much pressure. When they ask the bombshells
It's so
this,
awkward.
they're like, off rip, who are you into? Who are you into? Now, she says Kara, she says Amy, and Meg.
Meg,
Yeah.
I was into the Kara thing. I was hoping that she was gonna like go for Kara, out of a bunch. I was like hoping she would go for Kara. I think they would have vibed,
I think probably that she was inseparable from Georgia, because
yes.
You would have to figure out a way to be a wedge in there.
Yeah, well, and even Georgia at that moment was like physically like put her if I remember, like she did something with her body that she made sure that she was like nah. And even in her confessional, she was like, oh no, I have to make it clear.
You made it so clear, Georgia.
Yeah, I was like, girl, it's clear.
So clear.
Like, the water has been purified. This is holy water clear. Like, this is straight to the bottom.
Oh my god, the gay panic that is happening on this show. So yes, Georgia's like, I gotta make it known. She keeps complimenting Kara's eyes, which they are beautiful. They are very beautiful eyes. Kara cannot handle the compliments. She's like very squirmy about it, and Georgia's just like, hey, I'm into you. What's happening? And she's like, I like it. I just am not great at taking compliments. So that's probably something she should work on.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. Or it's like kind of like a weird cop out. Like, who knows? Like
Maybe
it's just like like when you. I mean, I know I have visceral reactions to people. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like she's realizing, like, oh shit, maybe I'm not enjoying that kind of compliment from her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It just I was like sad, and I also agree that like they had frustrated me from the beginning, where it's like, breathe a little, but it like made me sad for them because they had been so committed to it, and then I felt like this was like putting a magnifying glass on the like lack of,
Yeah, I agree. I think there's like a little bit of pressure there, and maybe Kara's feeling that pressure a little bit. So by now, Amy knows, okay, I have to regroup because Florenza is on Meg. So Ava gets
always win.
That's not true for any folks watching. But Ava gets a date card from this gorgeous.
Everyone was like, is she joining the Masseria? She's the housekeeper. I was like, damn, how do I get me one of those? Page me are dirty.
I want that job. I want that job so badly, to just watch everything that's going. I guess she's just gonna be dropping off date cards. It was like, hey, Amy, me, you, let's go.
The tan linen vest suit. I just gotta say, like,
I love the undercut. I love the hair up. I love the dainty jewelry.
Who said it? Who was it? Who said, like, how does someone is that cool? How is someone just that?
What did you think of Ava and Amy's date?
Oh, I mean, I thought it was good. Amy was so concerned about not being with a femme.
She said it over and over.
So concerned, and she even said it to Ava. She even said it to our bombshell.
She was like,
And
"Oh, I'm usually into femmes," and I was like, "Oh, well, we'll see how this goes." And then later on, she was like, "Well, I'm usually into smaller girls," because
right.
it was very tall, and she was like, "Oh, okay." But then she was like, "Well, I know this is going well because I don't want this table here between us." And I think that took Amy a second to understand what she was saying, but then she was like, "Oh yeah, this is going well. I'm also feeling it." And I'm like, "Are you?"
It was so awkward. I mean, I don't like, I think the reason I liked it for Amy was just like, girl,
Option.
just do the thing, you know? And I think like for Ava, it's like she wants to get into the house, you know? So like I think she's going to work and
Absolutely.
Amy's using it as like an opportunity. Like I'm hoping she saw it as like an opportunity
Yeah.
to like, force herself to like try to stop with these like,
Labels. It's a lot of labels.
yeah, exactly. But
And
no, I didn't think there was like a lot of chemistry or anything.
no.
Like they were
No.
looking at each other, but like not looking at each other in the eyes, you know? Like
Okay, here's the thing. And this is something that is said so much on our British dating shows. Eye contact, eye contact, great
yeah.
eye contact. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm hearing a lot more than seeing. Now,
yeah.
Florenza and Meg, that eye contact, I was like, I shouldn't
Oh,
be here. I should
oh.
not be here.
Like a blinking contest, you know? Like they
Yeah.
just locked in. Yeah.
Yeah, but on this date, even though they kept saying eye contact, because I think they did it when they were feeding grapes to each
Oh yes.
other.
Oh my god, that was the greatest shot where like Ava was looking back, like, okay, eye contact, and she's like, oh, you didn't look at me. I was like, oh no, this is so bad.
It's so wild. But yeah, at the end, they don't have a table in between them anymore, and I believe they kiss, right?
Listen, I don't even remember it. I watched it like 20 minutes ago. I don't even remember.
I know. I'm like, did they kiss? Let me look at my notes.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. But yeah, so they were trying to make it. I think they were just trying to throw us off. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, when we get back to the masseria, of course, when Ava gets back to the masseria, she has to chat up Meg. Okay, so Meg says that it was fit. So they go up, they talk on the terrace. Now, to be a bombshell, you have to have what the children say is Riz.
Yeah.
But like good chat. They're like, oh, Ava has good chat. Like they all have to have
Oh.
it. But I did not like the approach Ava took with Meg.
Same
Because
one.
it was a lot of, oh, you know what you're doing. Oh my god, and then Meg's like, it gave the energy of like, you don't know me.
Right.
Like,
She even said at one point, she was like, are you being you or something? And Meg
yes,
said yes, and she was like, you sure? And it's like,
exactly.
well,
It
now
was like,
I feel like now I'm feeling weird because like, I mean, yeah, I wasn't feeling weird before, and now you said this thing, and you don't know me. So
exactly.
yeah,
It was giving projection, and like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like you're a fire breather, so therefore you have to be like this outgoing
right.
person, or like you're obviously really hot. You probably get a lot of like attention. Therefore you have to know how to chat up people, or
Right.
like you're bisexual. There's so many reasons, but I was like, this is not the way to go, my dude. Like it's just not it.
Yeah, well, and actually, it's like I think actually in some ways Meg, like with Forenza, is kind of like gives the top energy, and I don't you think like I like
No.
I maybe that's also just because I love a femme top, but I think like
Yeah.
maybe she feels really like comfortable with like
She
this
seems so squirmy.
with Eva.
No, I mean
Oh, you
squirmy
think with Forenza?
with Forenza.
Oh,
I think she was squirmy, but in like a good way. Like she was like holding eye contact, but then she was like giggling, and she was like literally like, I don't know what to do with my body right now. And Florenza was like, I'm in it. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna lean in. Oh, you need a sip? Take that sip. and then I'm laying it on you. And it's like
she's letting Meg like Florenza doesn't like give too much. You know, like it's like that's what it really is. Is like I feel like Florenza's really good at like reading the fact that like Meg needs like commitment to her, but to be able to like that she has the reins in a way, you know, because like Florenza's not going to do anything that Meg hasn't already said like she wants her to do or something, and Ava's like telling Meg how she's supposed to think or something.
Yeah,
it was like not cute.
It wasn't. It was a little. Ooh.
Yeah.
Where did you learn flirting from? I kind of want to say from a man, but because men do that shit.
Yeah,
they do. But you know, Meg still says that she's kind of into Ava. I don't really buy it, but I don't know. I think also if we want to game bot it, it's an option. If for some reason Florenza does not turn around to kiss her, it's another option. We gotta.
Well, yes, and I think that's really for Eva is like why she's putting up with these. You know, putting up, that sounds horrible because she was like awful in that. But I just mean like why she's really making sure she has those chats.
Gotta chat. For sure. Okay. So we get to our kissing ceremony, but like the big thing I think I want to circle back with Naee, because here's the thing. So Demi is like, actually, Naee, everyone's outside. Everyone's outside by the pool. Do you respect? I kind of respected that they just did it out in the open. They're not hiding it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I actually was kind of like proud of Demi for like going over there and just like saying the thing and being like,
you're hot. You're hot. And then Naee's like, oh, I thought we were friends. Now I gotta recalibrate, which is like, is this also just a very gay thing?
It's so gay. It's also just like, come on, Naee, like, are like, you know, even the way she describes it, like Priya's who you marry and Demi's brings out.
Okay, I hated that.
It's like hated that. I'm only into Demi now because you know she's into you, and so now you're just like, and you just know Priya's gonna be there.
What is wifey about Priya that's not wifey about Demi?
Or like, what's flirtatious about Demi that's not flirtatious about Priya? Because like, you know what I mean? Like Naee hasn't even seemingly tried with Priya. At least she made it seem, you know, so I don't understand.
Priya was like, we should hang out more.
Right.
If you're into me.
Right.
What is going on with Naee? Naee's too nonchalant.
And she was the only one that was actively lying to both of them multiple times because both of them called Naee out on the lie and Naee told another lie. I was like, what? You know, like, what? Why are you doing that?
First of all, let's talk about Demi and Priya because they both are giving young 23. They're the same goddamn age. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Now, Naee, they know what they're doing pairing up Naee with this person. Priya, she said that she's on the apps. She decided to change her freaking location to the United States. Got engaged to someone in the military, the United States military.
And listen, then trying to get on Catfish, you know? No, this was insane. And Naee was like,
oh.
And Naee was like, when was this? And Priya was like, oh, like yesterday.
And then Naee was like, okay, I have to reevaluate some things because it's a red flag. But still, Priya's wife is a wifey material because she's willing to get wifed up in 2 months. Is that it?
I mean, like, I think it's, well, you know, unfortunately, you know, I think my take is like darker than that. It's like the fact that they like kissed and Priya's been like, yeah, I'm into it. She absolutely hasn't even looked any which way to anyone else.
True.
And up until the point when Priya saw Demi flirting with Naee,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even having a problem with how much they were hanging out. Like, you know, I mean, like,
She was just like, "Oh, you think that they're like flirting over there? It's right over there." And they
girl
were
was
like,
yeah, no shit.
meanwhile, Demi's like, "Oh my god."
That titties out swinging, like,
Oh my god,
oh
you're
my
like
god.
really hot. Like,
Yeah.
what are we
Oh,
doing
this
here?
Demi's hot. Yeah.
When they started giving it back, all of a sudden Demi's like, "What are we doing here?" And it's like, "Girl, you initiated this. What do you mean? What are we
Yeah.
doing here?"
Yeah, she's a mess. She's a mess.
But yeah,
You know?
and then Naee later takes her up to the terrace. Was like, "Well, I'm not locked down," which fair.
But it's like she
But
didn't even, but the problem, she didn't use words. Like, she didn't say the thing. It's always better to just say the thing, or like, you know? And
yeah,
so she hinted at these things, and Demi kept being like, so you're open to things. And
mm-hmm.
Naee just kept saying, like, well, we're all single, right? You know? Like, just say
It's
the
plausible deniability, and that's scary to me.
she's getting voted
Scary
out.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, we're gonna be in for it now. And
Yeah.
then later on, Demi's like, all right, Priya, let's have this chat. Priya's not having it. She was like, you need to spit it out. I'm like, damn, Demi's trying to like probably give this tactfully, probably trying to make sure her words line up with what actually happened so it doesn't sound better or worse.
Yeah.
And Priya's like, no, tell me right now. Tell
It's
me
also
right
been
now.
24 hours. You know, so like,
If not like 3 days, I'll give them 3 days.
yeah, okay.
Wait, are we talking about from the start to like now at the kiss off? Because she's like, kiss off is tonight.
Oh, right. Okay. I guess it has been like 3 days. Yeah, it's like the third day. We got 2 nights. Yeah. Okay. But still, I'm
But
just,
she was so pissed. And this is like also, it happens on like Love Island. And like, this is the game part that they don't say. Because she's not pissed that Naee had her head turned.
Yeah.
She's pissed that kiss off is tonight and she might not get kissed. And she was like, you're not going to make me look dumb.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around and kiss you.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, you're chatting up good chat with someone else.
Yeah.
And then I hated this when Naee talks to Priya of like, what's going on? Do you like her? Why did Naee say no?
Well, that's the lie. That's the lie they've been telling each other. Like, because, you know, like, because Naee has like ultimately been hinting that like, yeah, I'm open, meaning like, we can do this, like, it's okay, whatever. That's like a lie because she doesn't even know what Priya. And then with Priya, she's saying that she's not into Demi, but she's telling Demi that she's into her. You know, like, she's just, it's just like a mess, you know?
I have a headache. I have a headache over this.
And if Naee, I mean, the cliffhanger was killing me, but if Naee just like, if Naee really is kind of like just as nonchalant as she seems about the whole thing, who cares? Don't kiss Priya because she's giving you a headache. She goes home, and then new people are going to come in, and so then you'll have other options. Like,
that was cut the row, Izzy. That's cut the row.
Like, 3 days, you know? Like,
it is. But Naee would definitely be the villain. Naee would be the villain, and I'm not sure she's ready for that life.
Naee's already kind of the villain, though, you know?
No. I can already see, because I know the bullshit player mentality. Because the big thing will be, if Naee picks Priya instead and kisses her, it'll be, why are you mad? I picked you, though. Why are you mad? Demi's not even here anymore, because the only way Demi can stay is if Eva picks her, and that's not happening.
Well, and also, this was what I was curious about. Maybe you can answer this in like the official rules of I Kissed a Girl, but like,
I don't know it.
They have no, I don't. They have to like say when they don't turn around to kiss their match.
Yes.
They have to say who they're saving their kiss for. So does that lock them in? Like, if there are people that are left that haven't been picked, but they're like, oh, but I'd kiss you. I haven't thought about it, but let's kiss.
I think so. I think it's like a gamble.
You're like locked in, and if it's not that person, then you're out.
Yeah, that's your shot in the dark.
Ooh.
In Survivor terms. So to summarize,
yes,
Abby and Leisha, they kiss.
Yeah.
Cara and Georgia, they kiss. They're
Yeah.
holding hands.
Oh,
Cara even says, like, this is my comfort blanket. When she and she puts up, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
So
we're stereotyped.
Demi and Florenza, they don't kiss. They say there wasn't a spark, but they're besties. Florenza says that she's saving her kiss for Meg. Demi says she's saving her kiss for Naee. Amy and Meg, they both don't turn. They also say there's no spark, bestie vibes. Amy is saving her kiss for Eva, which Ava's not even there. So I don't know how that works.
And Danny was like, we'll see. She's not here. Yeah. So who knows what's going to happen with that?
I don't know. And then Meg picks Florenza. Danny's reaction, I think, to their kiss. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. She loved it.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't Danny love it? There was a point where the vein in her neck was really like throbbing.
So yeah, our cliffhanger is Priya and Naee, and what do we think is gonna happen?
I mean, like, I get, for whatever reason, unfortunately, I feel like Nae's gonna stay with Priya.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, like, she should just, like, you should also, if you're gonna talk that big game about being open and wanting to, then you know what? Then, like, do the thing. Like, because you're not really vibing with Priya. Like, I think she looks more excited when they talk about Demi than when, like, she's thinking about Priya.
She's titillated by, like, I feel like she's titillated by, like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. This is not supposed to happen. Where, like, Priya, I think she is into, but it's like, it was literally handed to her on a silver platter. Like, that's who she was matched with.
Right.
So.
But so do you think, well, right. I think, like, Naee enjoys the chase, clearly. Yeah. But, like, what I think is, like, a lot of people, I think that maybe, like, enjoy the chase or the, like, forbidden fruit, like, that vibe.
That
often stay with the person and then just get, like, excited
for
another new thing. So that's why I ultimately think she's gonna pick Priya, but I think she should pick Demi.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Demi, but I feel like she's gone to the wolves. And then Ava's gonna most likely pick Amy, because why not? But I think she's gonna continue pursuing Meg hard.
Totally. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wonder if she'll make any headway on that.
Yeah. I know my fear, my last thing about Demi is that I think, like, not that she should hide this or deny this, and I want everyone to have their journey and come out, you know, but, like, I think the baby gay thing is, like, you know,
it's
like,
a turn off.
It's a turn off. It's, like, a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that her options were definitely limited. Like, if there was another, like, I think she should have been maybe paired up with, like, another, or there should be another baby in the house or something, just for like, yeah.
They threw her to the wolves, but she said, hey, I'm here to be part of the community. And it's like, be part of the community, you're in it. And I thought, to go back, I'm sorry, we're gonna end up it's gonna be so long because I just keep wanting to talk about this show. The amount of times we talked about terms, because Black Cat and Labrador lesbian came up, and then I was surprised that our bisexual Cara is like, I don't know any of these terms.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, now I'm wondering how often you've been dating women, but then again, it's like no judgment. But I was like, oh, I don't think everyone. She could
Yeah.
be the equivalent. Although Demi gives baby gay who has studied hard.
Yeah. Well, she has had sex with him. I just like we'll keep saying
yeah, but even that was like homework. Like she doesn't count it. She was like that was
she was training.
She was training.
Now she's in the game. It's real. This is real now.
Yes.
Oh my God. Are they going to have sex on this show? Like they're going to be having sex at some point. I'm so excited.
Now, would you identify as a golden retriever or a black cat? I know you have a black cat.
I'm
so
a golden retriever.
Yeah.
You know, I know it. They tell me all the time too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we said everything. I feel like when you I forgot the format of my own show. So, on Black by Reality, when we do recaps, we usually, and I'm starting to rethink this. Maybe I shouldn't question or second guess myself. I always do a chaotic bi moment.
Yeah.
But I am starting to wonder these days if I am if it's negative. If it puts the bi moment always in a negative, that it has to be chaotic.
But there are levels of chaotic.
There's levels of chaotic.
Like chaotic good. Like I'm chaotic, but like I like to think I'm chaotic good.
You are so chaotic good. If any Brits are over here, Izzy was legit on Big Brother 25, and Izzy was so chaotic good. You're crying over how much you hate the misogynistic men on your season was so beautiful.
So, but if we don't want to do chaotic bi, what's the thing?
I still kind of want to do chaotic bi, but I'm also thinking about this show, and this show is good queerness. And right now, okay, but see, here I am being a chaotic bi because I'm like
finishing one sentence. There has not.
I'll eventually edit this because somehow the chaotic bi in my mind, it has to be freaking Meg being a fire breather and like.
See, are you fucking kidding? Because I'm always like nervous for this part of the and I was like, it's the fire breathing. It's the fire breathing. It's the fire breathing.
What am I doing?
Universal, because it's universal. Like I don't care who you are. That's hot. That's hot. That's a mess. Also, breathe like it's fire. Like it's chaotic.
I have to be confident in myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was having my own Georgia moment of like, but is it bad? And I'm like, but that was so good. It was so good.
I loved it. I loved that moment in her knit bikini thing with fringe.
Beautiful black moment. All my shows, this is getting harder right now. I need black people on my reality TV shows. I need us.
I mean, yeah, because like Naee, I can't, for me, it's gonna have to be a Demi. Like it's gonna have to be something.
It's gonna have to be a Demi. I think Demi going for what she wants.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And and I think like her stepping into this house, being vulnerable and being 100% committed. That's a beautiful thing.
So
and that's like a hard thing. That's like, yeah, she fucking did that,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Izzy. Where can people follow you?
Oh, right. Yeah. Appropriately so on Twitter at Tyke. That's you can follow me there, and then you could find other things from there. I don't know. I'm bad at this part too.
You watch all of the reality shows. So if you love reality shows, if you love gay, Izzy's gay, so
my whole brand.
Your whole brand. Please follow. For us over at Black by Reality, I hope that you follow Black by Reality across all socials. Summer is coming here I don't know. I don't know what we count as. So I am going to continue talking about I Kissed a Girl because I'm obsessed. Perfect Match is coming. I will be talking about that. Last season we had buys. So
here's
and
hope.
we're gonna have buys again. The cast is out, and Too Hot to Handle, I think 2 of them that's gonna be on there is bisexual. So I highly doubt that they would date each other because that would have already happened. They were on the same season. But you know, and then Big Brother. Oh my god, Big Brother 26. Izzy.
Big Brother 26. Yep.
How are you feeling? It's not here yet, so
I'm a little nervous, you know? Just like, you know, because it's like the next thing, it's the new thing, it's, you know, it's like a moving on, you know? So I'm nervous about it, but this will officially be my first time watching the live feeds because last summer was gonna be my first time watching it live.
Oh.
And my ass was in the dumbass house. So now I'm gonna, you know, yeah. I'm gonna be home watching the live feeds with everyone else. So
good luck.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
Luck.
Godspeed. But first, Godspeed. Yeah.
At least you'll have all the reactions away from any cameras, so that'll be nice. I will be covering it. So last season I did exit interviews. I will very much hope I will get exit interviews again. I don't know why I wouldn't. And we're also covering Survivor 46 right now. We have 3 more episodes, thank God. I had to rewatch I Kiss a Girl right before this just so I could get out of the Survivor headspace. That's where I'm at with that show. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to upcoming stuff. So I hope you guys stick around. It's usually me, Nicole Weaver, as the host, and I bring on my Black and or queer buddies on to talk about shows. So I hope you stick around and subscribe. Bye. Subscribe, please.